Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Action News Perspective. I'm Gary Bartlett. Tonight and for the next 30 minutes, we are going to be talking about a problem that a great many of you can relate to. It is something we hear about all the time in the news. We read about it in the newspaper every morning, and it is a problem that seemingly is not getting any better. Well, I am joined tonight with 5 area preachers who are going to put their spin on what has gone wrong and what can be done to put us back on track. Reverend Walter Oree is on the left-hand side of your screen, and John Holly is closest to me. Gentlemen, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
And a lot has gone wrong with the youth of this country today, true?
That's true.
Yeah.
Where did we get derailed?
That in my perception of what's wrong, where we have gotten derailed, is the increase of hopelessness among the youth. And I think that stems directly from the fact that 1 of every 5 American children are born under the line of poverty. That's one area there that increased the hopelessness among youth. Another area is what Pastor Holly referred to, is basically a single parent raising children. Those children, research shows that they're more prone to get into trouble and to seek out problems and trouble.
Well, frankly, is there really very much to be optimistic about?
I think it's a lot to be optimistic about. The fact that a lot of adverse behavior or inappropriate behavior, I think all of us can agree that these behaviors are learned. And anything that we learn, we can unlearn. Social learning theory says that, for the most part, role modeling or modeling from adults or peers, children tend to get into that sort of behavior. And if the behavior is inappropriate and it's a learned behavior, the good news is that we can unlearn those inappropriate behavior and learn appropriate behavior.
But don't you think that this is a societal problem? I mean, the divorce rate is not getting any better. If anything, the class system is getting wider and wider as there are more and more poor people, and the spread between them and the wealthy people is getting greater. If that is the problem, do you see that gap getting any smaller?
It's not getting any smaller, I don't think. I think we need to wise up in our society. We need to wise up in America. I appeal to an old African proverb that says it takes an entire city to raise one child, or entire tribe, well, city, to raise one child. And if we were to relate that to America, to our society, then we're looking at the media, we're looking at the public sector, we're looking at the schools that the children are there, for the most part, and we need to look at parents. And there are a number of things that needs to happen in each of these areas to pull it together, that children, wherever they are, whether they're in the home, on the playground, or in school, or just out in society, that some responsible person or responsible entity may reinforce these kids in the proper and the right way.
If we are just now realizing the sins from another generation, if you will, how long is it going to take for us to get back to where some of these problems are put behind us?
And I think that we do need to increase parenting skills for parents. And I think early intervention is very important. I mean, oftentimes we, you know, as the old saying says, you know, an ounce of prevention is worth more than a pound of cure. And I think that once a child comes into the world, that early intervention from parents with good parenting skills, reinforcing the child, in there with the child, will certainly go a long way to help the child to be the kind of person in society or in the community that we would have the child to be. And I think all of us can agree that those early experiences and early memories that children have may shape their behavior for the rest of their lives.
Walter Oree, John Holly, let's take a break. We will come back and continue our discussion with these 2 men when Action News Perspective continues. Stay with us.